And another major controversy has erupted over an alleged protest inside a temple that took place on August 31st in Chennai. Around 75 people, including a BJP councillor, have been booked by the Chennai police. Let's have a look at all the reactions coming in on this big developing story.
First, let me correct you this thing. It was not an unannounced protest. I differ from that. If it was unannounced, how did the police come there? And the word protest, it was not a protest. It was a main gathering. It was like we wanted to have a meeting. We wanted to inform the devotees as to how we could all forge a stronger relationship with the temples. As we all know, Hinduism is not an organized religion. So, see, we just come to the temple, pray, or we ask the God to grant us this, grant us that, pray and go off. We are unaware of the sampradayas of the temples. Like, for example, certain temples have 2 Kala Pujas. Certain temples have 4 Kala Pujas. These are all the agamas and the sampradayas of each temple, and it varies. But we are unaware of all these things. We are even not aware of the Sthala Puranas of the temple. So we thought we'll make a start. We want the devotees to forge a strong relationship with the temples, gain knowledge about the temples. See, even I, who is a temple activist, I am ignorant of so many sampradayas of the temples there. I think this thing we would like to educate ourselves on this. That was the main reason we had called. And yeah, tell me.
But on the other hand, we also hear that, basically there have been many complaints that the Tamil Nadu's HRNC department, which is currently taking the administration of the temple, has involved in some malpractices of the temple administration. Do you have anything to comment about that?
See, that is another part of the story. See, we are all known temple activists in the field. Mr. T.R. Ramesh, I am the Vice President of the Temple Worshippers Society, and he is the President of the Temple Worshippers Society. And Mr. M.R. Venkatesh, the legal luminary, he appears for us. And there are so many others who have been. We have been involved with this temple activism since late 2000, as early as 2007, 8, 9, like that. And we have been involved, we have closely worked with none other than Dr. Swami during the Thillai Sabanayagar temple. And we derive our strength from the knowledge that we have gained by working closely with Dr. Swami. We all look at him as our mentor in this temple issue.
All right, I'm being joined by Varshini. Varshini, just take us through exactly what this controversy is about, because what we're learning so far is that 75 people, including a BJP councillor, have been booked by the Chennai police. So why did that happen?
Well, absolutely, yes. So when we look back on August 31st, which is the Ganesh Chaturthi, on that day, the Tamil Nadu Temple Worshippers Society as an association have gone to the Kapalishwara temple, which is an extremely ancient and famous temple in Chennai city, and they have tried to speak to the devotees. It was more like a gathering is what we can see from the video that Republic has accessed, and also from who the Temple Worshippers Society's Vice President Uma Anand, who spoke to us, spoke about the gathering, which was merely a discussion about how the devotees have to have the administration powers of a temple rather than giving it to the Tamil Nadu's HRNC department, which is currently taking care of most of the temples in the state. And while this was happening on August 31st, after 20 days later, yesterday, the Tamil Nadu Chennai City Police have booked almost 75 people, including BJP councillor Uma Anandan and many other temple activists, including T.R. Ramesh and Madras High Court advocate Venkatesh, etc., who are among the 75 people who have been booked for protesting inside of the temple premises without proper permission sought from the police department, and they have been summoned to come for investigation so that they can take forward with the case. But the things that we are
being joined is also... Yes, you mentioned about M.R. Venkatesh. He's joining us right now. He's a political analyst joining us right now. Thank you for joining us, M.R. Venkatesh here. You were present at that protest. What exactly happened? Tell us what you were seeing and why. Why are are the protests occurring there?
See, there is no protest. First of all, let us understand it was not a protest by any stretch of the imagination, and we can't use the word protest for this particular issue. We gathered because we felt for a very long time that the Hindu devotees are not actually taking care of the temple administration. They are not supplementing the HR&C department by their own efforts. We talked about the temples being made clean. We wanted to volunteer ourselves to clean in the temple. We wanted to ensure that right from the flower seller to the shoe keeper to the pujaris, whatever is their personal problem, the temple should not be only a divine affair, it should also be a secular affair. So we said we will go to the divine to ensure that we supplement and supplant the efforts of the HR&C. You can see right from the video, we were all sitting. In fact, I was the person who was talking. We were sitting. So a protest or any sort of thing with use of any foul language or any intemperate language was not there. It was a very coolly done affair. You can see the people singing, chanting, and it was basically a Vinayaka Chaturthi. So there were a lot of bhaktas over there. So they all assembled to hear me and Miss Uma Anandan, and we all said that we will have to come to the temple, because whenever we come to the temple, we have the darshan and we rush away. We don't spend enough time in the temple. So we said we will spend time in the temple to understand. Now, I don't understand how the police books us under 143 and 150 of the IPC. I don't know. Because the ingredients of 141 has not been made. 141 ingredient, 5 ingredients has to be made. And you will be surprised to note, under a Government of India report, Tamil Nadu tops the list of protests in the country. Wherever you find the number of protest temple or otherwise, the maximum number of protests is in Tamil Nadu. And I have not seen 143 being invoked for those serious ones like Kudangulam, like Sterlite, like you have Pellakurichi, and all those matters. The police was just looking other way. This is clearly being rattled. Simple things rattle. And I would equate this moment as what Salt Satyagraha did to the British. What Salt Satyagraha did to the British, the temple worshippers movement of...
M.R. Venkatesh. All right, I'll be coming back to you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing the details with us. You were there, the protest. I'm also being joined by Vikraman, VCK spokesperson. Thank you for joining us. What is your reaction coming in? Because a lot of controversy has erupted after... even Mr. M.R. Venkatesh is saying it was not a protest, it was a peaceful gathering. That's what the protesters are calling it.
See, the BJP and Hindutva outfits like Hindu Munani and other letterpad organizations in Tamil Nadu are making anything, making everything a big issue and a non-issue a big issue. He has been quoting Kudangulam and Sterlite protest, and he is asking why 143 was invoked here. My question to him is, recently in Tenkasi, there was a caste incident where school children, young school children, the kids, were denied, some sweets by one casteist person, someone some intermediate caste person. Did any of these Hindu organizations like Hindu...
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us, Vikraman, VCK spokesperson, DMK ally. So this is the big news coming in.